Hey, welcome back to Careerist. My name is Sophia and I'm a Special Projects Manager. Today, I'm going to tell you about another exciting tech career you could get into without any special knowledge or equipment. If you're new here, Careerist is an online career training platform pioneered by industry experts to maximize a students' hiring opportunities, and our mission is to provide access to high-demand, high-paying careers in tech. As you probably know from the title already, today we're going to be talking about UX and UI design, or user experience and user interface design. Timestamps will be in the description, so if there's something in particular that interests you, or if you want to easily rewatch a certain section, feel free to use those. So let's get into it. What is UX design and UI design? Have you ever gone onto a website or used an app on your phone? Have you ever been on an online shopping page, clicking through colors and size variations, adding them to cart, and finally checking out? Have you ever used an app to listen to music or order groceries online? Well, that whole experience was created for you by a UX designer. Where each button went, the layout of each page, and the overall experience was carefully thought through and created by someone who heavily considered what you, the user, would experience. Even something as simple as the size of the text or the color of the button was thoughtfully chosen. How we like to describe it at Careerist is this: a UX UI designer is someone who creates enjoyable experiences for users who are interacting with digital tools such as websites and mobile apps. They conduct user research to identify problems and then use brainstorming techniques to find elegant solutions to these problems, taking into account both the user's goals and the business objectives. Now we know what UX UI design is, let's talk about some of the skills you might have as a UX UI designer, and what kind of work you'd get to do. There are a lot of different skills which would help make you successful in this role, some of which you probably already have and some which you probably don't, but we'll teach you through the Careers program. Let's start with the ones you probably already have. Can you type on a keyboard? Are you a critical thinker and a problem solver? Do you enjoy when something is thoughtfully put together? Let's think about it this way. Have you ever put together a dinner party for your friends? You probably wanted to make sure your guests would enjoy themselves, right? Maybe you and your friends are vegetarian or allergic to peanuts, so you choose the foods that fit that criteria. Maybe the dinner was on a weeknight and everyone had to work early the next morning, so you made sure that there were plenty of non-alcoholic beverages there. Maybe the last time some of your guests were a little cold, so you made sure to turn up the thermostat a little before they arrived, and made sure there was enough seating, enough room at the table, that everyone would have someone to talk to. Without realizing it, you are taking your guests, or your users, into consideration and created an experience you knew would delight them. We all have a little user experience in us, even if we're not aware of it. So what does this look like in UX UI design career? Some of the skills you probably don't have yet, but can learn with us, are things like defining a problem statement, writing a usability survey, using tools like Figma efficiently, and a lot more, which I'll put on the screen. Remember, these are things you don't have to have right now in order to get started, but you can learn them. Alright, let's talk about what are some of the career growth opportunities as a UX UI designer. First of all, there is no shortage of job opportunities available right now. There are currently over 10,000 job postings on the market, and it's the 13th highest in-demand profession. Average growth in UX UI looks something like this. With 0 to 3 years of experience, you're considered a junior designer. At 3 to 7 years, you can move to a mid-level designer. Once you cross that 7-year threshold, you can move into a management position, leading a team of designers for a particular company. Or, if management isn't quite your cup of tea, you can be an individual contributor where you can see the difference you can make without the responsibility of leading a team. Of course, the more experience you have, the higher the salary you can negotiate. Remember, what I just shared is just an average. It's possible to move faster or slower through this progression depending on several factors, from personal drive to how supportive the company you work for is. Are you liking what you're hearing so far? Well, hopefully I'm about to make you like it a lot more. What are some of the benefits of working as a UX UI designer? Let's first go back to that salary I'd mentioned before. I'll put some of the numbers up on the screen, but the average salary range is about $65K to $105K for those with less than a year of experience. And it goes up to $158K a year on the higher end of those with several years of experience or an impressive portfolio. Another great benefit is the work-life balance you get to enjoy, especially since about 40% of the jobs allow you to work remotely. This skill set will also allow you the freedom to choose between finding a full-time employment gig or doing a part-time work as a freelancer. Your work will be exciting and diverse, so you'll never be stuck doing the same monotonous tasks every day. And if you're someone who likes to get tangible results, you can get that in a form of feedback from users. You'll get to be on the cutting edge of new technology, and you'll get to see the real-life impact your work has. One of our teachers puts it this way: UX UI design improves people's lives through creating usable, enjoyable digital products. It offers opportunities for creative problem solving and a sense of accomplishment. Now, if all this sounds like something you want to pursue, I got good news for you. We offer a program led by industry experts with over 8+ years of experience in their role who have worked all over reputable companies like Apple, Sony, and more. We also provide convenient online sessions, complete with homework and co-working days, where you can get additional feedback on your homework and get practice on the spot. Everything is remote these days, including these lessons. You can either watch our classes live and ask the instructors questions directly, or you can view recorded lessons through our own learning space, which will always be available to you even after you get hired. With this program, we offer tangible experience with a 4+ week internship and references. You'll be able to get a brief from a real company and create a prototype with the guidance and feedback by an established UX UI designer. This means you will have experience in this job before actually applying and interviewing. You'll also have a one-on-one mentorship during and even after the graduation. For about 4 to 6 weeks, you'll have a personal mentor alongside you helping build your resume, designing your LinkedIn profile, building your portfolio, and even preparation for the interview process. For example, our mentors will help you with presentation, app critique, problem-solving exercises, behavioral questions, and mock interview practice. Last but not least, assistance with job application submissions. We have a built-in house software that allows you to apply much faster than if you were to do it by yourself. It's essentially an extension which will help you filter out jobs you want to target using AI, and provides LinkedIn and resume optimization. Well, there you have it. You've just learned the basics of what UX and UI design is, the skills and responsibilities of one, career growth opportunities, and the benefits of the career, and finally, how you can get started and take your first steps towards a job you love. If you're ready to get started, follow the link in the description to sign up today, or take a look at our website, careerist.com. But if you have more questions or concerns, you can email us at advisors@careerist.com or give us a call and we'd be happy to help you out. If you learned something you didn't know before, hit that like button and click subscribe. You can also turn on the bell so you always know when a new video is posted. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.